What is good? What's up, y'all? Y'all hear me good? Y'all hear me? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Get a few more people to come on here, man. Y'all can hear me pretty good? Y'all can hear me fine? The music's not too loud or anything like that? Just had some chicken. It was pretty good. What's up, everybody? What's up? I'm gonna let a few more people come on here. I know it's hump day. DJ 88, yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Everybody can hear me? Everybody can hear me? The background music is not too loud, right? Is the background music too loud? What's good, Raising Pain? What's good, man? DJ 88. What's up? Real Dean Music. Number 8 of Super Mob. What's good, man? All good. Beats by Douche. What's up? Man, it's good to see y'all on here early, man. We had a good time last night, man. Portugal. What is good? Obrigada. Right? Is that right? Yeah, man, we made the Wednesday. It's crazy. Yes. What's good, everybody in here? What's good? The Bolo congregation, man. We are here, man. What is up? The Bolo congregation, man. And I am Bishop Bolo, as they call me. Yeah, I'm just trying to have some midday vibes for you guys, man. Am I copying the new MPC 61 keyboard? I can't really talk about that right now. I don't know. I just bought a brand new Roland Phantom 06 along with my Roland FA 06, which that's pretty cool. Oh, that's it? I got it? Obrigada? Yeah, I was in Brazil for a few days and I learned a few words, but I didn't learn that much. I forgot as soon as I left. But while I was there, I was actually getting pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I wanted to talk to you guys, man. Like, I want to talk to you guys about some common mistakes that, most of you producers make. But also I wanted to talk about mistakes that I have made. And really some of these mistakes that I made is actually mistakes that I've made even last year. You know what I'm saying? So like I've been on this journey for like 22 years now. 22 years I've been doing music. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things where you kind of, learn as you go. You know what I'm saying? You kind of learn as you go. Where's the chat box? Oh, I forgot to put that right here. There we go. There goes the chat box, y'all. I forgot to put the chat box in the right place, but there it is. Okay. So we are good now. All right. But I think, is the chat box on? All right. But yeah, it's one of those things where like, I don't know. It's like I've been trying to steady learn from my mistakes of things that I did over time. And I think since I've had so much time to really kind of reflect over my career and reflect over some of the things that have happened, I think that I've learned to accept some of the mistakes that I've made and some of the L's I made, and I want to go ahead and express that to you guys right now. So I want to basically just tell you a few things that I've learned over the years. Okay. Number one thing that I've learned over the years of producing is that you have to be able to understand what you're getting yourself into. You have to know what you're getting yourself into when you're trying to get into the music business. I think a lot of times people don't really understand what they're getting into. I think that, a lot of times people have fun, in which this is a fun job, a fun career, a fun pastime. But I think a lot of people don't really understand the business side of what really goes on and what is happening. I think that a lot of times people just don't understand what is really going down and what is happening in the music business. And I think a lot of people are, number one, uneducated. And that was the biggest thing for me. I was very uneducated when it came to, learning about the business side of music. You know what I'm saying? And this is just overall. I thought I knew a lot, but I didn't. And it really costed me in the long run. And then now that I kind of caught up throughout the years, and I think around about 2014 is when I really kind of knew what I was kind of doing at that point, and I kind of knew, how to collect and how to do certain things. But I think a lot of producers right now, business-wise, I think that they just don't know. And I think a lot of people think just because you give out your ASCAP or your BMI, IPI number, you straight, you're gonna get paid and all that stuff like that. It's more to it. A lot of people don't know about the MLC, and a lot of people don't know about the Harry Fox Agency. A lot of people don't know how Sound Exchange works. It's a lot of things that you need to know, and that was one of the main mistakes, was not knowing the business side of this. So you got to know the business side of this. If you don't know it, please find some literature, read. If you can't read, get the audiobook. You know what I'm saying? Get those things, get those tools to prepare you for what's going on, because I see too many people blaming other people for their faults. I've never blamed anybody for the mistakes that I made, okay? Like if I made a mistake, I might have been mad at that time, and I might not have, established that I made that mistake. But over time, once I really look back, I never really blamed anybody for my mistake, because I put myself in that position. And they knew more than what I knew. They may have took advantage of the situation, but at the end of the day, I can't blame them because I didn't know. And how they say back in the old G.I. Joe days when the cartoon used to come on, knowing is half the battle. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know, about the business side of the game. You got to know about it. And if you don't, you're really doing yourself a disservice. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, I'm not going in any particular order, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just speak on a few other things. Number 2, quantity over quality. Quantity over quality. That is a huge mistake when it comes to this game. I think a lot of people, we get it into ourselves. We think so highly of having so many beats and having so much music. And that's so untrue. Like, so many people think, okay, I can just go ahead and grab a loop, make some beats behind it, or I can make something real quick, and I just made 10 beats today. I just made 8 beats today. I made 14 beats today. I made 20. You know what I'm saying? And I used to do the same thing. I used to sit in between classes, in between, time I had free time or whatever, especially when I was in college when I first started producing. I used to produce beats every single day. Produce every single day. And just produce. And I had all of these beats. And then the only people who really wanted to get on the beats were my homeboys, who basically didn't want to pay for anything. You know what I'm saying? They were just hanging there with me. And I had so many beats, but they weren't going anywhere because they were not quality beats. They were not quality production. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't good. My guys used to rap on it because they were there and it was free, so we did our thing. But looking back, I had so much time to learn so many different things. I had time to really learn song structure. I had time to really learn how to play the piano, play the guitar, play the bass, play, other things. I know how to play string instruments. I took orchestra for a few years in elementary and middle school. I had time to learn that. I had time to learn from, people on how to become a better musician, how to learn better percussion, how to pick better sounds, how to do all that. And I didn't do it because I was in a rush to try to get beats done. And all it ended up being was a whole bunch of beats that have never been used. But that was at the time when I was trying to get my beats out. I was trying to get my beats heard, but there were a whole bunch of beats that were basically unused because I was sitting there and I was just banging out beats. And that's what's going on right now. It is so many people that bang out beats right now, even from people who are just starting to even some of the biggest producers. They're just banging out beats, and you have a whole bunch of beats that do not get used, and it's just basically time wasted when you could have really structured yourself to make a really good track and present that track. I think that's what's going on with music right now. That's why a lot of stuff is so microwavable. It's so in and so out because everything sounds the same because this way is easy. And I think if you take the easy way out, yeah, you can make some quick money, get in and get out, but you're not gonna be relevant and you won't stay long. I think that's why I still use hardware. I think hardware makes it to where I force myself to where I have to do certain things that most people don't have to do. You know what I'm saying? With hardware, you have to basically learn how to play. You can type in notes on here, but it takes forever. But you force yourself to make the right decision. You force yourself to tune the bass a certain way. You force yourself to structure things a certain way, and you're limited with the sounds. So at the end of the day, I think that, yes, you can make a lot of beats. That's cool. But don't be like me playing a whole bunch of beats for people and nobody's getting on them because they don't sound good. So quality over quantity. Let's look at that. Let's look at quality over quantity. Take your time and make sure you make the best thing that you can make, okay? That will really, really help you out. Okay, the third thing that I can think of. The third thing is gear is not gonna make you better. And I know I really shouldn't be saying that because at the end of the day, I do a lot of reviews on gear and stuff all the time on this channel. But gear does not make you better. Some people think it does. Some things, some software, some things do make the situation easier, but gear does not make you better at all. Does not make you better. I have tons of MPCs stuff. I have a whole bunch of Kai stuff. Native Instruments sent some stuff over. Shout out to them. I got rolling keyboards in here. I have a plethora of MIDI keyboards. I have just about every single software except Ableton. I just can't get into Ableton like that, y'all. But I have basically all the major softwares, and I have all of that stuff at my disposal. And guess what? Just about every single beat that I make sounds like every single beat that I've made on every other program. Gear is not going to do anything but just give you those endorphins to where you just feel good that you just acquired something new. It's cool to get stuff because I think when you gift yourself, I believe in gifting yourself. Well, actually my girl, she was always telling me, like, gift yourself. Like, if you think you deserve it, if you think you want to give yourself a present, go ahead and get it. And I believe that's something that we all need. I think we all like gifts. But at the end of the day, it's not going to make you any better because I make the same type of beats on my machine. I make the same type of beats on my MPC. I make the same type of beats on anything. I can use Reason, I can use Logic, I can use FL, I can use Studio One, I can use Cubase, I can use whatever, and my sound will still be my sound because that's what's rooted in me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, everything is gonna sound basically the same, even from down to the mixing. You know what I'm saying? Even though FL, as software wise, has like the best sounding drums, my mixes still sound the same from Logic to FL to Studio One to all that. And even on my machine, when I use that in standalone mode, or if I'm using the MPC X or the Live or whatever, all of that stuff sounds the same because that's what I craft. That's the way I craft my beats. Certain things do move a little bit faster. Like if I'm trying to take a loop or something and make a beat behind it, of course, using software makes it so much easier because you can just throw in the loop, sync it up, throw the beats behind it. You find on here, on the MP and stuff like that, it takes a little bit more time, but I feel like I'm more creative on here because I have to take my time when I do it. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Gear is not going to solve your problems. Now, I know coming from me, which I do a lot of reviews on gear, you know, it sounds kind of weird, but I do the reviews on gear to show you that if you want to get this, you can get it. And this is what you can do on it. But it doesn't mean that that piece of gear is going to change your life. Certain things just make you move a little bit faster, but sometimes moving faster does not mean that you're going to have better results. So gear is not going to solve your problems. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is not going to solve your problems when it comes to making beats. Not going to do it. I don't care if you buy all the keyboards, you can buy all the sounds in the world. It's not going to do nothing. Now, the good thing about buying sounds is when you do get some sounds, it's always dope to get like some new sounds that you never really heard, and you might make like some beats on that, but after a while that kind of gets old too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you can have all the sounds in the world, but you're still gonna end up using maybe the same 20 or 30 sounds in a lot of your beats because that's what you're used to. What's next? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another thing, what was that? 3, this is number 4. Number 4, no matter what you do, no matter how good your beats sound, no matter how bad they sound, everybody is not going to like them. Okay? I made the mistake of thinking that if I made a track or whatever and I did it, I thought that everybody was gonna like it, and that is just not the case. And from moving on from that, I had to learn how to take constructive criticism as well, which we'll, you know, talk about that later on. But everybody's not gonna like what you make. Everybody is not going to like what you make, man. They're not gonna like it. Man, women, all that, yeah. Everybody's not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? You can make 100 beats. 50% of the people gonna like it. 50% of the people aren't gonna like the beats. That's just how it goes. And it just depends on how somebody feels. Oh, thank you, Jason Taylor, for the nice donation. Thank you for donating to the collection plate. Thank you so much for that. And if you guys want to donate, just hit that little cash button at the bottom, man, and it'll really help out the channel, man. But, you know, I'm giving out some free knowledge. So if you do want to donate, it doesn't matter if it's $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20, $100, $1,000. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? But any donation does help, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jason Taylor. And yeah, I think what I'm giving is some pretty good stuff that most people would charge you for. But I just don't believe in doing that. I just believe in just taking donations and having fun with it. But yeah, everybody's not going to accept that. I don't care if you have 20 of your friends saying that a certain song or a certain beat sounds great, and you think, yeah, this is gonna be it, but then you might take it to a beat battle or something like that, and people are like, nah, that's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna be like that. But what I tell people is, don't really ever throw away your beats. Like, I know some people that throw them away. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in it, but some people throw away their beats, but you never know how somebody's feeling. They might hear something in that beat that you didn't hear, or they might hear something that the masses might not have heard, but they'll go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get on that track, and it'll become, you never know, it'll become a hit record. You know, my biggest hit record was a beat that I literally threw together, and it turned into a hit record. So, and the masses liked it. So it's a cool thing. Thank you, Produced by Tip. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. The Bolo congregation is coming together today. I really do like that. All right, moving on. Number 5. Number 5. You have to learn how to take constructive criticism. There's a difference between somebody hating. There's a difference between somebody just being a pure asshole. But taking constructive criticism can really help you out, okay? But I mean taking constructive criticism from somebody who is in the game, somebody who's, you know, been doing this around the sun a few times. That right there will really help you out, because you're going to need that, okay? You're going to need constructive criticism, for real. Thank you, Aunt Dizzle. Thank you so much for that donation, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Jeff, the producer. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you so much. But you're gonna have to take constructive criticism. If you cannot take constructive criticism, that's a huge mistake. And I ain't gonna lie, at first I hated constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to one of my good friends. He just died recently, about 2 months ago, man. My good friend Joe. And when I was first making beats, he used to sit there and kind of give a little laugh, a little chuckle, and be like, man, that ain't it. And I used to be like, man, what you mean? But then over time, I understood where he was coming from, because he seen the better in me. And sometimes you have to have people that see the better in you. And they give you that constructive criticism because they see what you can be. And sometimes it might be going to a beat battle or a beat review, or like even coming on to my beat review, which are signups every Friday at 1 p.m. on my website, my booking section on my website, if you want to sign up for it, 15 slots, hey. But at the end of the day, you have to learn how to take constructive criticism. That's the only way you're going to get better. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to get better, is learning how to take that and applying that to what you got. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that constructive criticism. That's a must. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Thank you, Tip. You're like, I try to give criticism. I don't try to bash nobody, because I understand we've all came from somewhere. Like, I'm serious. Like, I never try to criticize people like that or bash people, because, only time I really get like that is when I hear beats that are like completely out of key. Like, I know detuning basses and stuff like that are cool, but, when it's just flat out of key, it's cool. Like some people, their basses might be a little off. I don't really trip on that, but if it's like really out of key, then it's an issue. That's when I can't do that. Yeah, so that was cool. Jay Rabbits, what's good, man? What's good? All right, so the next thing, what is this? What, number 5, number 6, something like that? Is you have to work with people that are better than you. Okay? And I'm not saying that they have to be better so far as like musically or than you or whatever, but sometimes it might be a producer who might be better than you sonically, that might have better mixes than you, or a producer that knows how to structure their beats better than you, or a producer that might know the game better than you. You have to learn how to collaborate with people. And you have to learn how to collaborate with not just other producers, but you have to learn how to collaborate with people that push you to become better. That's why I say you have to basically collaborate with people that are better than you, okay? And see the better in you. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with collaborating with people. Now, when I mean by collaborating, I mean just like working around people, or, sometimes you might have a buddy come over and play some beats, or you might go to the studio, or now it's a little different because you can do everything online right now, to where you can just go ahead and slap something in, you know what I'm saying, email it, or you can get it, right now you can get on the phones, face to face right now, FaceTime and stuff like that. Back in the day, we had to, catch the bus, take a ride with somebody in their car, drive there, walk there, you know what I'm saying, catch a cab. We had to really be in somebody's space, but now we can do everything over the internet. So if you can find somebody who is better than you, that's willing to work with you and is willing to make you a better person, do it. That will make you better. Like, I'll be totally honest with you. If you want to learn how to play the keyboard and really want to play the keys, hang around somebody who knows how to play the keys, because you will pick up so much stuff within the first 15, 20 minutes just by being around that person. And the more and more you're around that person, the more of that you'll pick up. If you want to learn how to play the drums, you need to hang with a drummer. If you want to learn how to make better hip-hop beats, hang around with hip-hop producers that make really good beats. If you want to learn how to do rock or country, you got to hang around those people and collaborate with them and learn what you're trying to do. That's the only way this works. You don't learn how to drive reading the instructions. The only way you learn how to drive is getting behind that wheel and scaring the shit out of somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you learn how to drive. Okay? So when you're doing stuff like this, so far as music, you have to get around people that are better. The only way you're going to learn how to drive is if you're with somebody who already knows, kind of how to drive already. You know what I'm saying? So they can try to tell you how to do it. You can't, or unless you just, did some things back in the day and just, learn how to drive yourself. But, I know how to drive for somebody who, knew how to drive. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's good to collab. It's good to collab with people. And if you need help, try to find people that can help you in certain areas. So there's nothing wrong with collabing with people. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, oh yeah. And Ducky DeVito, like his mixes are crazy. Always crazy. And even Ayo Sean, his mixes are very, very, very good. He has very good mixes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like if you want to learn, like how you're saying, J Rabbit's like chord progressions and stuff like that, find somebody who's in the church. A lot of these church musicians, they're cool. They just want to just do music all the time. And sometimes they'll show you certain chords and certain things to where if you get around them, that stuff will get embedded in you and that will stick with you forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, learn to get around and collaborate with other people. You know what I'm saying? And do collaborations with other people. And just see how things turn out. Just see how things turn out and see how it goes. All right, what's it, 6, 7, something like that? Man, and I try to say this, and I'm saying this from a good place from this, because I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I was this person. You cannot be a hater. You cannot hate on nobody else's stuff, man. Can't hate on it. Cannot do that. I remember I was first coming up, I used to be like, oh man, he think his tracks are good. His tracks are not even that good. Mine's better than this. And it was like a competition thing. There is no competition. I'm gonna tell you why. The only competition you have is competing with the audience that is trying to consume your music. Because right now, everybody has a favorite artist, favorite producer, whatever. From this point right now, you're basically just taking away from that person. If you're a new producer or a new artist and you gain fans, new fans ain't being born like right now. They're pretty much fans of somebody else right now. And basically you're taking that fan away from somebody else right now. That's the competition. The competition is people that's already there. You know, doing it. But you can't really hate on it. You can't hate on somebody else because of what they're doing. All you gotta do is figure out ways to channel that hate into learning and instructing yourself to get into that point. A lot of people want to hate on people, and that's just wasting too much time for me. Like, that's too much time to be talking about somebody or thinking about somebody and wishing you was in their shoes or wishing they were on their downfall and doing all that crazy stuff. That is just too much for me. That is too much. I don't have time to be sitting here hating on people just because I don't like what they do or how they beat sound, or oh, you should have put this kick here, I would have did this, I would have did that. It sucks because you did that. That hating stuff is the worst. And if you're a hater around me, I cannot be around you, because that right there that just sends the wrong message to me, and I don't want anybody associated with me that's on that type of a time. Like I can't do it. So if you hating somebody for any reason, even if they did you dirty, hate should not be in your bone. You don't have to mess with them, but you shouldn't have no hate for nobody. Just continue to do what you do and channel that hate into success. The biggest thing to show anybody that you're doing it is success, and showing that you won and you beat you won the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like all that going back and forth, people saying stuff like that, man, I don't do none of that. When people say stuff about me, I don't really say nothing. I just continue to do what I do, and I continue to show that I'm moving in a positive direction. So all that hating, all that stuff, man, give all that stuff up, man. It's not even worth it. Not even worth it. All right, number 8, 9, one of these. I'm so lost right now. One thing that I made a huge mistake on, especially starting out, and even to this day, you have to give your brain a break sometimes. Now, I still make pretty much a beat every single day, whether it's like making a full beat, or I might take my iPad and might just come up with some ideas or something like that. Or I try to learn something every single day. But you have to give your brain a break. Got to. You have to learn that you have to explore to become creative. Okay? You have to explore to become creative. You got to. If you don't, you'll be sitting here doing the same thing over and over again. Your life will be a shell of itself. Get out and vacation. Get out and explore. Get out and get around people. Don't just sit in the house all day. If you got to take a walk, take a jog, do that. Get out. Don't just sit inside of here all day, funneling around and doing this, and now your whole life is passing you by. Okay? Don't make the mistakes I did earlier, because I used to sit in here all day and I didn't even know what was going on in the world half the time. You know what I'm saying? Even though some of the stuff is BS anyway, but you know, at the end of the day, you have to get out. You have to meet people. And with that will inspire you, and it'll give you a little way to get away from it. Like, it's almost like like having a girlfriend that's super clingy, or even a boyfriend that's super clingy, and they just want to be on your hip every single day, all the time. You really can't go nowhere. You really can't do nothing. You really can't be yourself. I don't know if y'all been through that. I've gone through it, you know what I'm saying? But you have to have that time apart. You have to have a couple hours apart to be you, and then come back together again, because that time apart really develops that love. And it's the same thing with your love for music. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know, I know some of y'all laughing like, yeah, y'all know. I know y'all know. I know. Hit that like button if you know. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we run those likes up too, y'all. Let's make sure we run those likes up. And if you have not donated, make sure you guys go ahead and donate. I don't care if it's through the Ask. I was about to say Ask It. I don't care if it's through the Cash App or through the PayPal, or even through right here. You can just click on that little dollar sign and donate to the Bolo's collection plate. It could be $1, $2, $3. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, $10, whatever. I think I'm giving out some pretty decent free game. I think I am. You know, so if you want to go ahead and donate, that'll be cool. We are all a part of the Bolo congregation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get out and see things. And lastly, I want to say, you know, make sure you guys exercise. I'll tell you this right now. Definitely don't do the things I did, because I remember when I first get into music, I was very, very, you know, in shape and everything like that. Had a nice little size on me and everything. I was good. Played football, basketball, all that. And once I started really doing music full time, I was just sitting in the chair, clicking on mouses and buttons and keyboards and stuff all day, and I didn't take care of my health, and I had some issues. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing major, but I had issues. Back problems. I was very much out of shape, couldn't walk. I was having dizzy spells. There was a lot of stuff going on. You got to exercise and get yourself in shape, and you got to exercise yourself. Thank you, Fat Boy on the Track. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you. You got to exercise for yourself, because you can't make no beats if you're in the hospital. Well, you kind of can, but you don't want to do that. And you know, can't make no beats while you're dead. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that either. But, you know, make sure you take care of yourselves. I don't care if you go to the gym. I don't care if you walk 1 mile every single day. Take care of yourself and try to eat a little bit better too, because I see so many producers of mine who are seriously out of shape. But some of them are working on it. Like, you know, some of them are working on it, and they're getting to it. But just the ones who just sit there and they just produce, they don't do anything like that, and they wonder why they're having breathing problems and all that good stuff. I'm scared to go to the chiropractor, Beats by Douche. I'm scared, but you know, I might have to go to the chiropractor, because the way I sit in my chair, I'm always leaning this like to my left, which is, I guess, to the right for y'all. But man, this side of my back is always killing me in front of my stomach. You know, it's like a lot of stuff that you start noticing, and my arm is hurting, my shoulders is hurting, you know, because I'm steady, got the MP sitting up or whatever, and I'm always leaning forward. So yeah, take care of your body, work out. I don't care if you go to the gym 15 minutes out the day, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you this, and it was somebody on TikTok that said this. Going to the gym for 9 straight hours ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna leave the gym and you're gonna look exactly the same. But imagine if you broke up those 9 hours, right? So it's with Thank you, D. Davis, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that donation. But it's 4 15-minute intervals in every hour or whatever. So 9 hours would equal 45 sessions, right? Instead of you doing 9 hours of one day in the gym, how about you break that up into 15 minutes for 45 days, or 15 minutes every other day, which is like, it'll be like 3 months worth of it. So it'll be like every other day. And I guarantee you, if you went to the gym for 15 minutes for 3 months every other day for 90 days, right? It's really 45, but you're skipping a day. If you did that, I guarantee you, if you ate good and you did some type of workout and did that, you will see a major change in your body. It does not take much. It does not take much. So get yourself in shape, take about an hour out your day, do some walking, get outside, you know what I'm saying, get some sun, some vitamin D, all that good stuff. And trust me, get yourself together, get your hygiene, get all that stuff together, because once you're in better shape, you think better too. And I'm telling you right now, when you have more energy and you can think better and your thoughts are clear, you make better beats that way. You make a lot better beats that way when your mind and your thoughts are clear. And working out definitely does help that. You don't have to do no strenuous exercising. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You can seriously just do your thing. You don't have to do much at all. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you'll be great. Now, I see a lot of people on here, but we don't have that many likes. Let's go ahead and run those likes up real quick for everybody. Let's run those likes up. Let's run those likes up. Please, if you are watching this, go ahead and hit that like button, and please just support as much as you can, man. It'll be really dope if you can go ahead and at least just hit the likes up, man, and just really just show some love to the channel, because I believe I'm giving a lot of free game out right now. And what I'm going to do for the first time, I'm actually going to cut this video up, and I'm going to put it on tomorrow. I'm going to put it on tomorrow, and I'm going to just put some of the key points on there. I'm going to probably chop it down to about 15 minutes. I'm going to put it on the main page tomorrow. So if you guys want to go through, instead of watching the whole live stream, you can go ahead and just watch some of the key points. Or if some of you guys are good at editing or something like that and you want to charge me too much, you can go ahead and do it for me if you don't mind. I always would love to take that. Thank you, Black Male Advice TV, man. Thank you so much, man. I'm definitely gonna support your channel as well. But yeah, so yeah, I want to just tell you some common mistakes that I made and some things that I've seen for other producers. And you know, number one, like just stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is that's the last thing I forgot to tell you. I forgot to say that. Yeah, please hit those likes up for me, guys. Please hit those likes up for me. Please hit those likes up for me. But yes, the big thing, stay true to yourself. Okay? I know there is a ton of people doing trap music. I know a ton of people that have the same sounds. I know there's a ton of people doing the same thing because they think that's the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. But stay true to who you are when it comes to production. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made. I was doing stuff that was not right. I was doing things that were not right. I was doing things that didn't fit me. So when they didn't fit me, I was basically doing what everybody else was doing. And it wasn't me. I didn't stand out in the crowd. Learn how to stand out in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to stand out in front of the crowd and learn to do what makes you happy and stay true to yourself in this production game. If you feel like something is, and you know, I'm not saying like it's just true to yourself so far as your production style. I'm saying true to yourself so far as a person. Like if somebody comes to you with like a crazy contract and you might have some money involved with it, or somebody comes to you with this idea and it just doesn't fit you, don't do it. Stay true to yourself, because you will have to deal with the headaches later on about the decision that you made. Make sure you make good decisions and stay true to yourself in this music business. Okay? A lot of things will be thrown at you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things will be, you know, a lot of things will be, you know, given to you, but it's all good. LaVictor, I'm just talking right now. I'm sorry. I wish I could answer questions, but I'm talking. But I will get to your question in a second. Just hold on. I always answer questions at the end. So this is what I'm doing. Okay. So I will get to your question in a second. If you want to get to the question a little bit faster, what I tell people is make a small donation, and that question will pop up really big with the color on it, and I will see it, and I will go ahead and I will answer that question. Okay. So pretty much if you donate to the stream or whatever like that and it pops up, I'll answer your question right then and there. But as I'm talking, I'm trying to get points and stuff out. I'm trying to talk to the other viewers who want to hear what I'm saying. I want to get that done. So it's no offense to you or nothing like that, but I will answer your question in a second. But yeah, stay true to yourself. Stay true to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, everything is not greener on the other side. All grass is not green on the other side. I'm telling you right now, it's not. It may look good at first, but it's not. People come to you with a big deal with all this money and all this stuff like that, and it comes with so many stipulations. Don't do it. Stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If people say, hey, I want a certain beat like this, but you don't make that, don't do it, because it's not going to come out the right way. Stay true to yourself, or find other people to work with who appreciate what you do. Okay? So yeah, we are almost at 100 likes. We need 2 more likes. 2 more likes. Oh man. Oh, who do we got here? Somebody gave a PayPal donation. Man, thank you, Soul Food, man. Thank you so much for that, man. Appreciate that. Who do we have right here? Jofala Global Media. Who is that? I know you said it somewhere in here. I can't find out. Couldn't find out where you was at. Couldn't find out where you was at. Oh man, we got those likes up. Jofala, let everybody know who you are, man. Let everybody know who you are. If that's what it showed up on here. I don't know what it's what you want to go by. I know you was on here just now. But yeah, if you guys, thank you guys for the likes, man. Thank you guys so much, man. And thank you guys for donation. Now, if you guys want to answer some questions, please go to answer some questions. It doesn't matter if you make a donation of $1 or $2. The ones that pop up with the donations, I'm going to answer first, but I'm going to go through some of these. And to go back to LaVictor, what did you have? Have you ever swapped beats for a verse? No, I've never done that. I never swapped beats for a verse. No, I never swapped beats for a verse. Just never got into swapping like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody wants to, and I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna take a different situation. Like, sometimes some artists might not have the money. They're like, hey, I'll give you a free verse on the track. Unless they're like a huge artist, no. That doesn't make any sense to me. If you're an artist and you're trying to get on somebody's beats or something like that, just get a lease. Like pay for a lease. Lease it out to them for $10 if it's like that. You know what I'm saying? But retain the rights to your track. I don't do no swaps, nothing like that. They have to be like a big artist, like somebody who's making some type of movement. They're not making any movement. It doesn't really make no sense to even do that. It's green where you water it. You're right. Thanks, Carvo from Corvio, Tano from Germany. Appreciate it. What's up with Twitch? I don't know. I just never really got into the Twitch thing like that. It's just too much stuff on there. Just too much stuff with Twitch. I don't know. Watch your live stream on how to make money and you never put timestamps. Well, I don't really put timestamps on there because like sometimes they'll automatically put the timestamps, but I don't. That stuff, it just takes too long because at the end of the day, I'm still producing. I'm still a producer at the end of the day. Like I don't just do YouTube. Some people do YouTube full time. I don't do YouTube full time. I still produce. I still have my own studio. I still have a lot of stuff. Let me see. It's because somebody actually saw me there going around about buying beats and so. Yeah, the whole thing with Bobby Smurn, I kind of feel where he's coming from. You know, at the end of the day, when you have so many producers, all these producers want to get paid, and this person might want to charge $2,500, this person might want to charge $5, this person wants to charge $3, this person wants to, and everybody has to get paid. And at the end of the day, these budgets are not, you know, these budgets are not that big anymore. So yeah, you can get a whole bunch of producers on these tracks or whatever, but you still have to have money for the radio budget, the marketing budget. You have to have money available for stuff like that. So if you give all your money to all the producers, you don't have any money left over for nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So that can't happen. And you know, artists ain't gonna spend their show money on that. They're not gonna spend the money that they make. They want to spend somebody else's money on that. What we have here? Oh man, yeah, that beat. I actually just made that beat the other day just to have some background music for another video. It's actually one of my other videos. It's a very simple track. I made it with the new Arteria V Collection 9 stuff. I wanted to just do that real quick to have some stuff in the background. Oh, South Flow. Okay, what's good? What's good? What's good? Want to make underground music? Should I keep doing it, or should I concentrate on more mainstream friendly music? Man, make what makes you happy. Make the music that makes you happy, and find artists that likes the music that you make. Simple as that. And I'm pretty sure in just about every genre there are big artists in every genre, and you can get to them if you just make what you make. Yeah, do what you want, man. Do you have tips for producers struggling and keeping motivation, because the producer scene is really competitive? Yeah, like I was just saying before, yeah, there's a lot of struggling producers who feel like they're being left behind. And the thing about it is, you cannot sit here and watch everything from, you know, you can't watch everything from outside, outside. You can't watch everything outside while you're inside. You have to get out and just explore life and do certain things. You cannot be worried about things that you cannot control. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You just have to focus on what you need to focus on and find ways to get to where you need to be at. Like, I see a lot of people that are struggling, and I ask them, what have you done to get to that point? They're like, they can't come up with anything. They cannot come up with nothing. And I'm like, so what's, your roadmap? And they don't have no map. They don't have anything. They don't have nothing saying that this is what they want to do or how they want to do it. Like, they have no roadmap to it. They just doing it. So what are you gonna do with your beats? They don't know. Where you want to take your beats? They don't know. How you gonna do this? They don't know. They don't know nothing. You have to set a roadmap. You got to say, what do you want to do? You got to say to yourself, what I want to accomplish, and then you have to put that down. Okay, if you write it down, put in your notes, what do you want to accomplish, and what's the steps you want to take to get there? Are the steps gonna go exactly the same? No, it's gonna be all over the place. But as long as you're moving in that direction, then you can do it. But there's so many people struggling with that, and they're struggling with the motivation because they really don't have a game plan. You have to have some type of a game plan. Are you streaming from your phone because the audio is nice? No, I'm actually streaming from my M1 Mac. They have these new M1 Macs. Their microphones are crazy. You can literally record a whole album on this mic, and I'm like literally a foot away from it. Sometimes I'm way back here. It's like 2 feet away, and it sounds great. What would you do for final mastering a track? I'm stuck with MPC converter like a wet tie. I don't really put anything on my masters. I just turn it up. I don't care if it's peaking. I don't care whatever. If it sounds good, it sounds good. Everybody's worried about, you got, it's gonna distort. You have a decibel thing going on. You got distortion. Like, you understand, rock is distortion. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes distorted stuff sounds good. If it sounds good, it just sounds good. And maybe sometimes I might just slap like a L2 from Fab, the L2 from Fab Filter, or just the L2 from Waves, or just the limiter that comes with a program. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have everything so loud anymore, because now all the streaming services turn your stuff down anyway. So it doesn't have to be super loud. And just mix really good. If you mix really good, you don't have to put too much on the master. yeah, my beat reviews are a very good way of getting noticed. I'm telling you guys, I need to sign up. Do you have to unplug from producer sphere sometimes because things are not always the way? Yeah, you gotta unplug. You gotta unplug from that. Yeah. Hey, Bolo Producer, I'm a big fan from Trinidad and Tobago, and that's in the Caribbean. I know what Trinidad is. I'm going there for Carnival. Shine you out. Thank you. Thanks for shouting me out. Yeah, go ahead and release. Yeah, Melo, release your instrumental album. Do it. Like, there's one thing I can say is this. This is another thing too. There is no right or wrong time to start nothing. It's never gonna be perfect when you start anything. Just do it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. There's no right or wrong way. If you got 10 beats right now, go ahead and go to DistroKid because I have 7% off. You pay a one-time fee for the year, and you can go ahead and upload as many stuff as you want in 1 year, for a whole year. And they got other ways we can collect it from, Content ID and all that stuff. DistroKid, go to DistroKid, upload that stuff, and they'll collect your mechanicals for you and all that good stuff. You're good. Just start. And even if you make 10 sales, you start it. And I'm pretty sure the next time you do it, you're gonna make more. You gotta keep going. Just start it. D Davis, is an audio box necessary? I don't have mine connected yet. Me use machine micro gets kind of hard. Nah, you don't need no audio box. You can just do everything from the laptop. You don't need all that stuff. Some things sound a little bit better, but you don't really need all that stuff. Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, the intro beat, I don't even know where that's at. Somehow that session got lost. I don't even know where it's at, but I just got that piece for the intro. So yeah, that thing is gone. How do you deal with uncertainty and keep motivated? I actually like uncertainty. I like stuff like that because you don't know what's going on. You don't know, right? If things are uncertain, you just got to find your way out of it. And sometimes finding your way out of it makes things a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Finding your way out of the uncertain times makes things a lot better. It's a dope situation. Yeah, and Diz, I appreciate you, man. You know what? I think I owe you a free sign up, man. So next week, bro, you free. You're free. You've been on here for 5 weeks straight. You are free. Oh, East LA. Yeah, I might be there Sunday too, man. I might be there Sunday. Yeah, for BET, gotta do Radio Row there. I might be there. Yes, I'm good. Yes, I have another kit coming soon. It's gonna be pretty dope. It's gonna be another like trap kit because y'all like the 90s hip hop kit, but not like all the other kits. So yeah, I'm gonna do like another updated. It's probably gonna be the Bolo 2022 kit, and probably do that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and oh, thank you. What's the DOJ K the General? Oh man, yeah, man. I'm trying to get these young producers spotlight and everything, man. That's cool, man. Do you tap on the genre? So which one inspire you? I try to dibble dab. Like if I have free time, I'll dibble dab and stuff. But most is I just stick to what I'm good at, and that's just hip hop, and really southern type trap types of stuff. Like I just stick to that. I stick to what I'm okay at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate everybody that came on. I appreciate you guys for coming on to the live today. I appreciate everybody who has donated. Thank you guys so much for donating to the live. And I'm gonna start doing this a little bit more. And yeah, and for all you Akai users, the new update just came out. I'm gonna go ahead and I already got it already, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the official one today. I got the beta one still on here, and I'm gonna see if they got everything good. Oh, and last question, okay. What's his phase 1? He says, what's your advice on traveling to Atlanta to pursue music production? Okay, it's a difference between traveling to Atlanta and it's a difference between traveling here and a difference between living here and doing it. Living here and doing it, you have to have a game plan, okay? You have to have a game plan when it comes to living here, Okay? If you do not have a game plan, you will be homeless. There's a lot of people that come here, they don't have any jobs, they don't have anything. You have to, first of all, you have to secure a job. You have to have a car, okay? Job, car, okay? And some money saved up so when times do go bad, okay? Job, car, and a little bit of savings. It doesn't have to be a lot, maybe 2,000 or 3,000, something like that. But job, car, and a place to live, okay? Atlanta, I've seen a lot of people come here, it would chew you up and spit you out here because people have certain expectations. They think as soon as I get here, I'm just gonna blow up. It does not happen like that. Atlanta's just like every other city. There's a whole bunch of young, inspired people that want to come here, and it just does not happen, okay? Because everything is here. Whatever you think you do, and you might be the best at your hometown, there are another 10,000 people here to do the same thing. That's just as good as you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Big Beats. Yeah. Much love for the Bolo congregation. But yes, make sure that you have your stuff in order before you move here. Like if you're moving in with somebody, make sure you're in good standing with them, and make sure they're not weird. Because you know, sometimes you move in with somebody, things change. I would say try to do it yourself here. Try to get here, try to find you a job. You know, we got Amazon, we have all these factory jobs here. And some people say, I don't want to work this, that, whatever. Listen, most of these jobs you work 8 hours out the day. You still have 16 hours to do your music. You still got 8 hours out the day to work, 8-9 hours to work, including travel and everything. You still have 15 hours. You still have 7 hours to do your music, and you still have like another 8 hours to sleep. At the end of the day, you can still make this thing work, okay? You still make this thing work. So, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, moving here, you have to have some type of a game plan, and you have to be able to stand on your feet for at least a couple months, okay? I would say at least you got to be able to stay on your feet for at least a year here to really see some really good results, and that's what I did. I came here, and luckily I had a lot of money saved up because I ran through that within like 3-4 years, and it paid off over time. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it's very hard to live here because even just to go to beat battles, you're going to pay $50 just for the beat battle. Then you have to pay $10 to get in. You have to pay sometimes $10 for parking, and you have to pay for gas to get here. So that could easily be $100 just to play one beat here, or just to get into a club sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do that, or just try to email some stuff to guys here. Like if you're in New York and you want to email, try to find these artists. Sometimes these artists take forever to hit back, but if you email them, or if you say, I got some beats, I just want to send you a few tracks. If you mind if I send you a few tracks to your email, or if I can send them here, just do that and just stay consistent. Hit them up. If they don't hit back, maybe hit them up like once every month or once every 2 weeks. Like, hey, I hit back. I'm just trying to see if I can just send you some tracks or whatever like that. But don't hit everybody. Don't hit nobody up like 2 or 3 times a day. And if they don't hit back within like a month and a half or something like that, don't even worry about it. Go to the next person. Go find people who are shooting music videos, find people who will look like they're spending money on their career, because I'm gonna tell you right now, in Atlanta, somebody from Atlanta every single day becomes big here, okay? So at the end of the day, find a new hot young person that seems like they're doing their thing, send them some beats. A lot of times they might get features on it. Next, you know, you might send it to an unknown artist, they might end up getting a big feature on it. You never know, and that could catapult your career, so that'll work. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I got to head on out. I got to get some work in. I appreciate everybody that came on. Thanks to everybody who donated today, man. I really appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to do a few more live streams like this. I'm going to get back to my live stream game. And man, I just want to let you guys know, man, I really love y'all, man. I love everybody who supports. If you don't follow me, go ahead and follow me. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this live stream up as well, so I can go ahead and put it on there tomorrow so you guys can see it. Just putting a few key points on there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was informative. And at the end of the day, like I always say, peace out.